Erethole! I mean, hello there. Apologies, I was astral projecting with someone in the backwards verse.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Easy enough for the Sorcerer Supreme to handle.
Tony and Dr. Strange may think they're the epicenter of our operations, but we all know this is where the real magic happens.
No demons to report here, boss. Caretaker isn't big on the idea of hardwiring this place to an arc reactor.
Found another artifact, Hunter? To be fair, it does look interesting, at least.
Give me a sec. Okay, so. Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
I thought you would choose that one.
Curious.
Ready for more? Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
This'll make a difference.
Well, you know what they say about
Do your thing. I document the supernatural creatures I come into contact with. One day, I'd like to publish a book on the subject. I'm writing a query letter to publishers. How does this introduction sound? The dark occult corridors of the world are filled with monstrous creatures. From Atlanteans to were-roosters to the Taker of Heads, I, Blade the Vampire Hunter, have hunted them all, and many others.
Did you say were-roosters?
Don't get tripped on them. How does the sentence flow feel? Is it clunky?
I have some thoughts.
You're hung up on the were-roosters. All right, let's hear what you got.
Who could not be tripped up on were-roosters? What even is a were-rooster?
It's exactly what it sounds like. Humanoid chickens that shoot fire from their mouths.
I would not have imagined fire-breathing chickens.
They were created by the Deathwalkers and sent to kill me. The Deathwalkers also created were-slugs, were-honey badgers, and were-octopi.
Were they pranking you?
I should remove were roosters from the paragraph. Too distracting.
On the contrary, my imagination is most definitely engaged. Do not, under any circumstance, lose the were-roosters.
I really, really hate the Deathwalkers, but they might make me a best-selling author one day. Thanks for that, Hunter. I think I will keep the were-roosters in the introduction.
Fisticuffs if you remove that nugget of supernatural cockadoodlery.
I'll give you a shout-out in the acknowledgements chapter. But I don't do autographed copies.
As if the people of New York didn't have enough problems, scattered reports of Hydra activity are coming in from across the 5 boroughs. We'll head to the highest concentration first and take it from there. Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Confirmed.
Hail that!
Okay, that was pretty cool. Looks like it's up to me.
They cannot possibly match your strength. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
This will have to do. This could prove powerful.
By her command.
Don't you know who I am?
Order just came in.
Are you being clever?
Okay, I felt that one.
We are not done yet. They are as weak as we expected.
Okay, that was awesome. You know, you're pretty good at this.
It's the best I can do for now.
No mercy for the servants of weak, even for Hydra.
That will do. better already.
Just a scratch.
Don't think I will forget that.
We have a friend down. This should be fun.
Now that was something.
I'm going for it. Sometimes I even impress myself.
I'm impressed.
I'm on it. Ooh, that really looked like it hurt. This one's for you. At least you get to travel to new, exciting destinations before you get beat up.
I will not make the same mistake twice. Prepare yourself. So the time has come.
Walk in the light.
Every little bit helps.
The advantage is mine. Leave some for the rest of us.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Why is it that for every one of these sites we take out, it seems like two more appear in their place?
Patience. Hydra certainly lives up to their name.
I've hunted an actual Hydra. That was easier.
Easier than this. I live up to my name, too. Hell of a price Crossbones put on your head, Runt. Too bad he never said it had to stay attached to your body. Well, too bad for you.
Big words for a dead man. You got one thing right today, Sabretooth. Heads are definitely about to roll.
Oh, look. Another mangy stray.
You smell wrong.
Compared to him?
Good point.
Now I get to kill two runts with one claw. Maybe I should be paying Hydra.
down before he can hurt anyone else.
Who you calling an animal, lady?
Check your ears, Creed. She didn't stutter.
This shall be of great help.
Spins here.
Truly your best?
Put death in that face. Still want a piece?
From the way people talk, I figured we'd all just die in terror at the sight of you. So much for that.
Well, Granny, harder than that.
Reinforcements inbound.
This one has the stink of death on it. A past filled with the suffering of innocent victims.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself. I wasn't even trying that hard. About time.
Nobody makes me bleed.
like myself every day. Shame you chose to waste your talents chasing the highest bidder. You did not have to end up this way. Hydra's standards follow a great deal.
Should do the trick.
Make this.
I knew we could do it. The light will carry you onward. Welcome assistance.
Fresh meat coming in.
Wolverine may be terse, but at least he is not a cold-blooded killer. I'm impressed. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
You call this a wound?
got some backup coming.
So, is he some sort of werewolf?
Now it's my turn.
You think this hurts? Barely a scratch.
Guess a goodbye. Thought you were supposed to be tough.
Looks like you got me, Runt. Go ahead. Make it quick.
What the hell are you doing?
Not much of a hunter, are you? You'd fit right in with Logan and the rest of Xavier's housebroken little pets. Now hold still, pup. This is gonna hurt.
Nifty trick. Don't think he was expecting that thing around your neck to bite back.
Can he heal from that too?
Don't know. But I'm gonna make sure he doesn't.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
Can't heal. Have to keep going.
You'll do.
It sounds like you had some unexpected visitors out there.
Those two beasts came out of nowhere. Who were they?
Victor Creed and James Logan Howlett. But I'm sure they'd prefer to go by their current aliases.
Sabretooth and Wolverine. Those two have been at each other's throats for decades.
Wolverine? Then he is a werewolf? I did not sense that from either of them.
Because they are mutants, like me.
You are like them?
I will not be howling at the moon anytime soon, Hunter. It affects us all in different ways.
There are some things you'll need to become familiar with in our post-atomic world, Hunter. Mutants being a big part of that.
A blessing or a curse in the blood, depending on who you ask. I can explain further if you must know.
In the meantime, I need to look into what's happening in New York. Wolverine is an honorable man, if a bit rough around the edges. Sabretooth, on the other hand, is a homicidal maniac. The fact that he's got his sights set on you is definitely not good news.
Wait, you know Logan?
Who do you think first told me about you? You'd be surprised how many people have found their way into these woods over the years, and once they do, they tend to find a way back. I doubt this is the last we have seen of either of them.
Wonderful.
Logan and I are not exactly best friends or anything. He's more my brother Piotr's friend. Like I said earlier, we're all mutants. Not to freak you out or anything.
You say mutant as if it is a bad thing.
In some parts of the world, it is a very bad thing. You've been sleeping in a grave, so you've missed out on the anti-mutant hysteria. The Mutant Registration Act, all that crap.
So it is safe to say that things in the modern world are not easy for your kind.
That's an understatement.
So you and these other mutants, you all know each other from Russia?
Hardly. We're all part of the X-Men. I mean, not currently. But I guess once you're an X-Man, you're always an X-Man.
Just like a midnight sun.
I guess so.
And this Sabretooth, he is a mutant. Does that make him an X-Man as well?
Definitely not an X-Man. He and Wolverine go way back. Who knows what their feud was originally about? I doubt they can remember either.
He has been tracking us for a bit. He was the presence I sensed at the docks.
Are you sure it was him and not something else?
Yes, I am sure.
Yeah, he's a tough psychopath to forget. He's nasty. And I don't just mean his smell.
Having Sabretooth wrapped up in all of this is another headache we don't need. I can only hope Logan handles him swiftly, before he causes too much trouble.
How much do you trust this Logan person?
Quite a bit, actually. He's a bit prickly, but he's dependable.
I have too much else to worry about right now. I do not have much patience for difficult personalities. Stark and Strange bickering are as much as I can tolerate.
Well, Logan isn't here, is he? He's out there, in the world, still tracking Sabretooth. If we're lucky, he'll put Sabretooth away for good, and that'll be the last we hear of it.
And if we are not lucky...
then there will be a lot more dead bodies in our future.
I suppose there is nothing more to do but wait. I have a feeling we will be seeing more of Logan and Sabretooth.
Oh, I'd count on it.
Ready for shop class?
I am ready.
Right on.
Wait, what's Tony doing here?
It's interesting how you solved the heat problem.
Is that a good interesting or a bad interesting?
Neither. It's just not what I would have done.
Right. I have no idea what's going on here. Parker didn't invite Tony, did he?
I can ask.
Okay, I'll hang tight. Okay, before you ask, Tony kinda showed up and started talking.
When is the last time Tony Stark was booted from a club? It could be today.
As funny as that would be to record and post to Superlink, I'd rather recruit him than boot him. I don't know how to talk to rich people. Would you mind?
All right.
Thanks, Hunter.
Hey, boss. Fancy meeting you here. I didn't picture you for the technical type. Wait, no, I'm seeing it. You're someone who's always appreciated horsepower.
What brings you here, Tony?
I couldn't sleep. Saw Parker slip off with a backpack full of gadgets. I was tired and bored, so I followed him here. You know, the only time I've seen the Hell Ride is when it's on fire. You think Robbie will let me poke around under the hood?
Popping the hood is how it eats people.
We're safe. I'm canned beef, you're 17th century jerky, and Parker's full of, spider meat.
Shop class is open to you.
Well, that's nice, boss, but I don't plan to stay if I'm not welcome. Look, this isn't my thing, and I don't want to make it my thing. I'll stick around as long as Robbie and Parker are cool with it.
All right. We should ask them.
The two of you heard me, right?
Yeah, sure did.
So, what do you think? I'll be completely invisible.
Like Sue Storm?
Like a slightly taller Sue Storm.
Yeah, we're happy to have you. I mean, as long as the shop doesn't become a Stark subsidiary, I'm good.
Scout's honor.
Then welcome to shop class, Tony.
All right. You kids do your thing.
That was easy. Almost too easy. Am I being paranoid?
You must be prepared for betrayal at any moment.
The stakes are a bit lower here. He's not gonna blow up the Hell Ride. As long as he doesn't alphabetize the component drawer, we're okay. But you came here to help finish this project. Go on. Parker can run you through it.
We have no big threats on the horizon, so today we're going to retool some of our gear.
No big threats? What about Lilith?
Shop class deals with known quantities. Lilith alters fundamental scientific principles just by existing. She's way out of our league. Besides, we have a ton of ideas in the backlog for these personal prototypes. It all depends on the components at hand. You already gave me the components. Those will come in handy. So, are we good to go on this project?
I am ready.
No comment. But that's some good work.
Is that it for today?
I am ready to go.
So, Tony, did you have any thoughts on the project?
Who, me? I'm contributing now?
We, just wanted to know what you think.
The Hunter has more options against the Fallen. I think shop class has already proved its worth.
Really? You think?
That's my observation.
Tony Stark is looking over our shoulders. How cool is that?
I hope Colossus didn't get wind of all that chaos we wreaked.
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl. That is something.
Сейчас пару минут вернусь. Я тут извиняюсь.
When many of the elder gods were corrupted and became what we would call demons, the god Atum, born from Gaia herself, was set upon our world to slay these monsters. In that sense, the two of you have had a shared purpose. Fight well, Hunter, and he may just honor you with his blessing.
I am impressed. You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned you. Feel my call. This shall be of great help. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
A tomb was unleashed and made quick work of the demons. But in the process, he became something of a monster himself. He even became known as the Demagogue, the God Eater.
If this is a cautionary tale, your timing could use some work. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Now that was something. match your strength. You had your chance. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
Just imagine how much more difficult this would be if Charlie wasn't there to join you. I think you owe her a treat after this.
Return to your mother. Will heal you. The advantage is mine. No mercy for the servants. You were unprepared. Some for the rest of us. The power of the light.
I think Blade is honestly jealous that you're getting this extra training in. And with live targets, too.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Now that was something. The light will carry you onward. They cannot possibly match your strength.
If that doesn't make an impression on Autumn, I don't know what will. Good work, Hunter.
This looks like it belongs.
With a tomb's help, you shouldn't have any trouble uncovering the more elusive elements hidden throughout the grounds. Why don't you try out his blessing on that stone over there? Hunter, hello.
Autumn does not answer. He sees our path. Autumn, show me the way. There must not be anything here. Autumn reveals... Something terrible happened here. This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an old suffering.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the Coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
Caretaker and my mother knew their powers could help others, and they did not hesitate.
Of course not, dear. Your mother was a gifted healer, and Sarah was never one to back down from a fight. They also knew the signs of Chthon's influence, and Shaw's sudden rise to power undoubtedly got their attention.
Chthon's corruption had taken root in the New World just like the colonists themselves.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, they entrusted one of the Moon Seals to the Knights of Wondercore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the Moon Seal?
After the trials, the Moon Seal vanished along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
Was this always here? I may have forgotten a few things, but I feel as if I would remember a decrepit church on the grounds.
You may not remember the structure, but maybe you've heard of the man responsible for it? Hiram Shaw? This was his house of worship, and like a great many things on the grounds, Sarah preferred to keep it in a sort of mystic quarantine. Even I haven't been inside.
Is that all she did while I slept? Seal things off for our protection?
She can be overzealous at times, but in this case, she was right to be wary.
So, what dark secret does this place hold?
When Hiram Shaw first came to Salem, he was little more than a charlatan posing as a preacher. He managed to convince a few desperate souls to join his congregation, and with their help, he broke ground on this church. Whether it was coincidence or fate, in digging beneath the church, Shaw found something that would change the course of all of our lives. A long-forgotten page of the Darkhold.
If Shaw found a page of the Darkhold, it was because Kuthan wanted it that way.
I tend to agree. That cursed book is always seeking out a way to return its master to power.
And a power-hungry preacher makes for the ideal messenger of darkness.
Yes, Shaw was an eager study, consumed almost immediately by the whisperings of Kuthan and the Darkhold's power. Nearly overnight, the people of Salem, old and new, were at his threshold, waiting for the word. Something on your mind?
Tell me about Hero
By all
Shaw.
accounts, as I understand it, he was a largely unsuccessful minister before his arrival at Salem, traveling from place to place, swindling whatever followers he managed to gain before being run out of town. To think that a simple man like Shaw finding a piece of the Darkhold was enough to set all of this in motion, it puts things in perspective.
What do you know about my father?
That's not an easy question, dear. What would you like to know? Was he a good man? Yes, I think he was. Your mother loved him dearly, and he doted over her. I think for a time she forgot who she was, where she came from. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. She and Sarah both deserve to find something more than just another fight with Kuthan. Lilith did. Sarah didn't. At least, not for a while longer still. I honestly think that's the only thing she ever had against him, blood or not. Until we speak again.
That is something. She believes in our purpose. Agatha's house. Ah, I see. The Son of God approves. Agatha, what is this?
The corrupted influence of the Elder God Chthon. But we won't be able to heal the Abbey grounds until we've recovered the Moon Seal, stolen by Hiram Shaw. Hunter? We should investigate Hiram Shaw's church. There may be clues as to the whereabouts of the Moon Seal given to the Salem Coven.
Autumn be praised. The Goddess of Order approves. I need to find the next Moon Seal. Autumn reveals all. If I remember correctly, this is the grave of Will Walker, a notoriously vicious but effective vampire hunter. Blade would have liked him. Autumn, show me the way. If it was here, Autumn would show me.
Feeling well? Goodbye, for now.
Autumn thinks otherwise. Fascinating. son of Gaia approves. He sees our path. Autumn be praised. Autumn, show me the way. He sees our path. Autumn must not see it that way. Almost as if it were meant to be. Perfect fit.
Yo, it's good to see you.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Seriously, this is about as celebratory as I can.
Expertly done, Hunter. I expected no less from someone as skilled as you. I could use some of that myself. You're a quick study, dear.
Catch any ghosts today, girl? Is that meant to be an offering bowl on the altar?
With, but I'm curious. Next time you find yourself there, place something in the bowl and speak an elder god's name. Perhaps it will work for you now that you have their blessing. Hello, Hunter.
I have heard that Wanda's power comes from
the dark
Wanda
god
was affected?
Chthon had long... Whether Chthon reached out to Wanda, or he found her by chance, I can't say. But Wanda was blessed or cursed by Chthon, touched by the power of chaos magic. While he had hoped to make her some sort of acolyte, she proved to be more capable than even he foresaw.
What can you tell me about Chthon?
One of the first Elder Gods, Chthon is said to have existed for tens of millions of years, well before the dawn of humanity on Earth. Believe it or not, he wasn't always the bastion of evil that we know today.
This story sounds familiar.
As the legend goes, the downfall of the old gods was actually brought upon by Chthon's brother Set, who found that by consuming his siblings, he could gain their power. After Set consumed Hypus, Chthon followed suit with the others, and in this way, many of the first gods also became the first demons.
And how did he come to be imprisoned on Earth?
In the same way Hydra has worked to restore Lilith, various cultists of the past sought to revive Chthon to wield his power. When Chthon failed to cooperate, these same cultists did the only thing they could. They locked him away again.
What do you know about Transia?
Transia is your ancestral homeland, Hunter. The birthplace of Lilith and Caretaker. It has always been a sort of magical junction, drawing in every type of occultist, sorcerer, and even the occasional Elder God. The Abbey grounds still behave in much the same way, even after all this time.
And Wundagore?
Wundagore Mountain has always played a prominent role in whatever scheme was underway. Chthon himself is said to have created the Darkhold, deep within the caverns of the mountain.
What was Caretaker like when she was younger?
I'm sure it's difficult to remember now, but Sarah wasn't always the steadfast contrarian. In our younger days, she was much more enthusiastic about dashing off to save the day, not unlike some of our younger allies among the Suns.
That does not sound like the Caretaker we know and love.
Keep in mind, Hunter, Sarah has faced a great deal of loss in her time here. Everyone she ever cared about, in fact. I would say she's earned the right to be disagreeable, at the very least. She is a very strong woman. I'm not sure I would have held up as well given the same circumstances.
Who were the Knights of Wundagore?
Another mysterious group of heroes in a world full of mysterious groups. Of course, I'm no expert on transient history. I do know that the Knights of Wundagore were formed as a response to the growing threat of Chthon's influence near the mountain.
What exactly did they do?
Hydra was hardly the first to dabble in chthonic schemes. Many have tried and failed to awaken the Dark God. Over the centuries, the Knights fought alongside a number of allies who stood against the various crazed worshippers of Chthon.
You were there? At the witch trials?
Not initially, no. If I had been, I like to think I could have stopped them before it was too late. I sensed something was wrong, and when the witches cried out in distress, I came to Salem as quickly as I could.
But Shah had already committed his crimes against them?
Yes. It was a devastating discovery. And for the longest time, I blamed myself.
But you see now it was not your fault.
I've come to understand that we must accept the past and move on. But that doesn't mean I won't always carry that pain with me.
I know that feeling all too well.
I know. And I wish you didn't, dear. I really do. You know where to find me, Hunter.
Interesting.
I think it's telling that not even Hydra wants to mess with Staten Island.
I liked those colors before they were cool.
Don't tell anyone, but I forgot what the mission objective was. But I'm sure glad it seems like we accomplished it.
Why do people use ketchup?
Our enemies shrink in fear when they see you. That is good.
I am not used to people treating me with such kindness.
Hi, Hunter.
Your sense of humor is deliciously wicked.
What can I say? It comes easily.
Hello.
If you're bored,
I appreciate your spontaneous nature.
you sure know how to make a merc feel special.
That looks good. Very nice.
Hunter, if you're receiving this message, please come to the central console as soon as possible.
That's odd. I wonder who painted this. Sarah will like that. Dr. Banner, you've re-emerged.
I'm sorry, Hunter. Probably not the best impression of me. But now I'm back.
And we are happy to have you back, Doctor. We were worried for a brief moment.
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine. Doing better than our comm system was. I was knocked offline by a spike in gamma radiation that tore through the electromagnetic spectrum. Bad day to be a Manhattan cell phone tower. But don't worry, I've isolated the problem here. No more blackouts, I promise. But I am concerned about the other ripple effects this gamma radiation could have caused. That's why I would like to scan you and see if the shifts in energy have affected you.
How does gazing upon me help detect this radiation of yours?
Unfortunately, it doesn't. I need to push this button first. Hopefully, this will shed some light on the gamma shifts we've been seeing, reveal a pattern, or maybe even clue us in on how to reverse it. Just stand very still. You shouldn't feel a thing. And we're done. Once I analyze this scan, we'll all be much wiser. Thank you, Hunter.
Our Avengers house guests are hogging the comms to chat with their best buddy, Bruce Banner.
What about you, Spider-Man? Are you going to cozy up to the Avengers and join their little Earth's Mightiest franchise?
Ha, what, me? An Avenger? Yeah, only in my wildest dreams.
So you're throwing in with the kids, huh? I feel so... how do I put this? Like a consolation prize.
I don't have to choose, we're all on the same side, right? We're all against Lilith.
I don't know. Ileana, are we all on the same side here?
TBD. But if you're with the Avengers, you're out of Nico's movie nights.
Nobody told me becoming a superhero would be like high school all over again.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
What's up, Hunter?
If an experiment is dangerous, I get more interested.
I still say we should have built...
Let's see if you're as good as they...
All right, then.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Let's take a look. Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge.
Found another artifact, Hunter? Oh, that's really fascinating. This artifact is mundane in every conceivable way. A strong aura surrounds us.
What are we building today? All right, here's the plan. I'll hit this thing with the big hammer, and you transform it into something useful.
That's all I can expect of your contribution, then? No materials analysis, no tactical... Simple, yet effective.
Nope. I'm feeling hands-on. Not my best work, but it'll do.
This is why I despise group projects. Does this meet your specifications? Allow us to assist you. So, do you have much experience with smithing? Perhaps you should put your suit on for this.
Where do you think I got the suit, Doc? Not bad, right?
It's really not too bad, considering what...
See you, Hunter.
Back again.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Awesome. Can't wait to see how this goes down.
Peace.
Look at that map. We've got emergencies all over the globe.
Hydra is staying true to its multi-headed namesake. They're currently active in New York, Paris, Moscow, Singapore, Los Angeles. The list keeps growing.
They caught us off guard. We'll put them back in check.
With what, Tony? Avenger forces are spread thin as it is.
Temporarily. We're back in contact with Banner, and we still have the tower.
And that's supposed to make us feel better? We thought we had the sanctum until we didn't.
Well, I'm sorry, Stephen, but your overrated metaphysical library is not my state-of-the-art militarized tower. It will hold.
Hold what? Your ego? You'll need a taller tower.
Oh, coming from the man who literally calls himself Supreme.
Are you two finished yet?
Every second we waste arguing, Hydra takes another bite out of our ass.
Fine. Then let's stop arguing and take a bite out of their ass. Yeah, let's just stop arguing.
I wonder if...
That was quite a heated discussion between you, Caretaker, and the Doctor.
What can I say? I will always fight to keep the faith. Hydra may be on the rise, but they will never rise above the tower.
How much does a building like Avengers Tower cost?
You can't put a price on the Avengers Tower. It's the most technologically advanced skyscraper on the planet, occupied by superhuman superheroes and the most state-of-the-art espresso bar ever engineered. The building is iconic. The New York skyline wouldn't be whole without it. Just like the Avengers could never be whole without Dr. Banner. Boy, am I glad to be back in contact with him. I wasn't so worried about the tower as I was about his mental health. And if he's holding up, so will the rest of us.
I don't scare that easily.
Evildoers beware.
I have something for you.
Free pizza for a year?
Раз 2 минуты вернусь.
Sorry. Never mind.
No prob. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble.
What is it like to have a tan? Does it hurt? Next time vampires attack, I have a few new moves to test out.
I am impressed with your combat reflexes. Do you have a morb sense?
I'm sorry, a morb sense?
You know, like how Peter has a spider sense?
Not exactly, but I can employ echolocation, much like a bat, which gives me a 360-degree sense of the battlefield.
Sounds like a morb sense to me.
Well, yes, but I don't want Peter to sue me for infringing on his trademark. I could not think of a better way to relax. Art is basically math. I should be better at this. Seems like you can't get enough.
Show them what happens when you mess with the Midnight Suns.
Fair enough. Really stay down.
You were too weak for this fight.
This won't take long. waiting. An intriguing advancement.
Let me show you the way. It's for the best, trust me. This should aid me in my fight.
We've certainly come a long way from our chosen fields, haven't we, Doctor? Now remember who started.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
We cannot be turned back. By her command.
They really want to get on my bad side.
Armed Council responding.
Do you really believe that will be enough? Watch closely. The light shines on the most dutiful.
You've left me no
That was really something. Just what this battle requires.
Mother abandoned.
A moment of preparation. You should have that examined at some point.
There is nowhere to run. Suffer her wrath.
Get away with that!
Is that really your best?
They haven't given up yet.
We are doing well so far.
The Vishanti shine upon you. Watch and learn, my friends. Transcendent.
Welcome assistance.
Prepare yourselves. Impressive.
This shall be of great help.
Walk in the light.
Welcome assistance. It is all coming back to me. Feel my call.
Follow my a gift from the ancient traditions. wasn't very nice.
Is that everyone?
Again, the servants fall. The advantage is mine.
Behold the light's gift.
Greatly appreciated.
I'll make quick work of you.
Fear death.
Interesting tactic.
Now that was something. It is too late for you.
No, truly, what did you expect, honestly? Surgeon's hands reborn.
I can feel her corruption spreading. You should have been more careful. As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me. Let's give it a go. Some for the rest of us.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
You feeling all right?
Your mastery of the arcane is...
You look like you are on the hunt.
It's that scent again. Almost feels familiar somehow. I was hoping you and Charlie might give it another go. You down?
Who would miss a chance to hunt with Blade?
I'm flattered. Now meet me out by that creepy-ass church.
Tell me, Blade, have you found any other unusual creatures during your pursuit of the Barghest?
Seen a few birds hanging around the training yard, but I haven't decided if they're real yet.
Real? As opposed to...
I'm not sure. The way things operate around here, they could be an illusion, some kind of familiar, a robotic drone.
And what makes you so suspicious?
Just like this thing we're after. They don't smell right. It's like
I will have to take your word for it.
Damn thing got away again.
We may need some help.
Not so mysterious now, huh? We should head back. This place gives me the creeps. And that ain't easy to do. You coming?
Let us get out of here.
Salutations.
You think Doctor Strange can take a look at this mole on my... Never mind.
I like those colors before they were cool.
I'm not big on flashy costumes, but if you're hoping to stand out in a crowd, that'll do it.
Nice outfit, Hunter. Real bold and brash.
Hi, Hunter.
Fortunately, I was there to show you how to make quick work of errant fools.
The hunter stalks its prey.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask. Food must be completely different. Now it's all pre-packaged and preserved. Are there any meals you missed from 300 years ago?
Agatha made a pumpkin stew. I can still remember the taste.
With a dash of cinnamon? Oh, I love that. I wonder if she wrote down the recipe. Ugh, now I'm getting hungry. Yeah, let's wrap this up and raid the kitchen before Doctor Strange heats up his funky smelling leftovers. Yeah, I kinda got into that.